and Jeep Grand Cherokee. Plus, make no payments for 90 days.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors Canada. Whatever your ambition is, drive it.
For decades, the Winter Olympics have relied on February weather conditions. Cold temperatures and natural snow make a breathtaking backdrop for all the frozen drama. But the climate these games were born into is changing fast.
I know these discussions can be and potentially will be uncomfortable, but they are essential if we want to keep the games strong for generations to come.
Across the Northern Hemisphere, winters are getting shorter and milder with less dependable snowfall, even in mountain regions long considered winter sport strongholds. An IOC-funded study found that by 2040, only 10 nations on Earth may still have the climate conditions needed to host Olympic snow sports. Nearly half of all past Winter Game locations may never be able to host again. The impact is already visible. At the 2022 Beijing Games, competition relied almost entirely on artificial snow, underscoring how dependent winter sport has become on technology as natural snow becomes less reliable. Officials are considering whether future Winter Olympics should move earlier into January, with the Paralympics potentially shifting into February to avoid warmer late winter conditions that increase snowmelt risk.
We are reviewing the size of the games, the mix of sports and disciplines, options for new additions. We also look at potential crossover between summer and winter sports and how the games fit within the global sports calendar.
Researchers say earlier scheduling could significantly expand the number of places able to host both the Olympics and the Paralympics.
The working group is here to ensure the Olympic sports program stays balanced, relevant, and forward-looking.
A split second, a perfect angle, and thousands of photographers chasing moments that may never happen again. Canadian Geographic received more than 7,000 submissions from across the country for its 2025 Photo of the Year competition, making the judging a monumental task.
The images are so outstanding, and there's so many that make you stop and say, whoa, or what is that? Or what's happening? What's the story here?
While timing always matters, Pope says the winning images are rarely accidental.
It's mostly work with a little bit of luck. You have to know your locations. You have to have the picture that you want in mind, and you have to plan for that, the time of day that you're going out.
That preparation paid off in the weather, seasons, and skies category, where a dramatic lightning strike southeast of Calgary earned storm chaser and photographer Matt Melnick the top prize.
I could see the storm. It was intensifying. It had nice structure. I could see the rain and hail core, nicely isolated. I'm like, oh, this is a good storm, and it's shooting out lightning like crazy. I'm like, I need to get to a spot now.
And for him, the reward goes far beyond the image itself.
You'll never get the same lightning shot twice, so I feel like you're basically getting a shot in time that you'll never ever get again.
Pope says that dedication, whether it's driving hundreds of kilometers or waiting for the perfect second, is exactly what makes these images stand out.
We love that. We love the passion and these folks that want to share their unique corner of Canada with us.
From wildlife to weather, the winning images show what can happen when preparation, patience, and timing come together. Looking for help on our weather products and services? We've got you covered with our Help Center.
You ready? When you think snow squalls, this is what you're thinking about. Almost full whiteout conditions.
Forecast is twice as important on the weekends. That's why we got you covered with experts and insight on what matters most. Join me every Saturday and Sunday mornings on the Weather Network.
Okay, here we are, Dad.
Hold on. It all happened so fast.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me.
Welcome to Milan,
time after time.
The day is finally here.
Time after time.
Remember, it's pizza, then French fries. Pizza and French fries. That's it, you got this. Love you, kiddo.
Here she comes up next. Representing Canada is Laurent Saint-Germain.
together is golden. McCain.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
Track storms precisely with our advanced live radar. From snow to highway conditions, get real-time GPS updates for your exact location.
From the Weather Network newsroom, here are the top stories that we're covering for you this hour. I'm Sophia Kambalia. We are dutifully watching Team Canada and all the weather that they could be competing in Italy. We are also watching, well, the next national favorite sport. How much ice coverage will we get on Lake Ontario? We peaked earlier in the week. There will be more shots of cold coming up. We could have a lot more coverage. We're already seeing quite a bit of ice. Places like Humber Bay, Toronto Harbor don't usually freeze over. That's satellite imagery, and here's the extreme cold warnings across much of the southern Great Lakes Basin, extending into parts of southern Quebec. Saturday overnight and Sunday overnight, big pushes of that cold air feeling widespread like the minus 30s. We're keeping a running count. Are you counting with us as well? We could get up to a month of consecutive days below the freezing mark. Some of you, especially around the nation's capital, could certainly see that. And more, maybe a little bit of relief in the long range. We'll be talking all about the signs and symptoms of frostbite. The risk is very high and high for many of you over the next few days. However, Sunday daytime high and wind chill values across the eastern half of the country look to be manageable, especially in parts of Atlantic Canada, as we have our eyes on the next developing low pressure system that sets its sights on Newfoundland. For your Monday, we'll tell you what this means for the Cape Breton Highlands as far as sea effect snow goes as well. We are also watching those lowering freezing levels finally in BC. This next push of moisture could finally mean the return to some alpine snow at the mountain level.
Did you know that one slip could land you in the ER? And the culprit is almost invisible.
Health data and stats show that slip and falls are actually the second leading cause of injuries during the winter season after car accidents.
Watch out for black ice this winter. Black ice loves to form in high traffic areas, like in between steps, on ramps, and in front of entrances, especially when temperatures rise above freezing during the day, then drop below freezing at night.
Snowbanks can also be an issue. Snowbanks can cause runoff, and with freezing and melting conditions, that might also be areas that people may not see properly.
Unshoveled or unsalted steps at your own front door can be just as dangerous for your own family, as well as for visitors, delivery workers, and neighbors.
The injuries that we often see, ankle fractures, wrist fractures, hip and femur fractures, brain injuries or concussions can be very significant injuries. They're often invisible injuries, but if you see symptoms such as headaches, memory issues, focus issues, some people may have these issues for a very long period of time, not just weeks or months, maybe years.
So wear boots with great traction on salted or sanded surfaces, and if you are injured in a fall, here's what to do next.
It's very important to document the area right away. So that means taking photographs. Second, very important to contact a medical doctor. Third, notify the city within 10 days. If it's a private or commercial property where you fell, notify the owner within 60 days.
In Ontario, you have 2 years to take legal action. If someone falls on your own property, the advice is to contact your own home insurance. Remember, staying safe this winter, it's a team effort, so keep your eyes on the pavement as much as the forecast.
Plan ahead and stay safe with the best app built for our climates. Accuracy right in the heart of your neighborhood. Download Canadian.
Evolution.